At the sound of the bell, Terrell will catch hell. Ernie Terrell thinks he's a championship fighter, but when he meets me, he'll fall 20 pounds lighter.
In the 8th round of a 1967 heavyweight championship fight he was easily winning, Muhammad Ali began to taunt his opponent, Ernie Terrell, between blows.
He'd go, "What's my name?" Pop! "What's my name?" Pop! You know, he'd be nailing the guy.
During the fight and after, Ali was criticized, and his treatment of his opponent, Ernie Terrell, compared to a lynching. Understanding the context for Ali's actions and the history of boxing in the U.S. can make this story more complicated.
Why don't you call me my name, man?
Well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay a few years ago.
I never told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now.
2 months earlier, at a pre-fight press conference, Terrell insisted on repeatedly referring to Ali as Cassius Clay. The two fighters nearly came to blows as reporter Howard Cosell looked on gleefully and urged his cameras to roll. In the United States, boxing was first organized by white plantation owners who would pit their strongest slaves against one another and bet on the outcome of the fights. Some black boxers sought a living through professional boxing, but they faced rigged refereeing and hostile crowds. Jack Johnson rose through the ranks to become the first black heavyweight world champion in 1908. When he defended his title in 1910 against Jim Jeffries, race riots broke out in which angry white fans attempted to suppress black celebrations of the victory. 3 years later, Johnson, who defied the racial codes of his time by spending his money freely and publicly dating white women, was convicted of trumped-up sex trafficking charges and forced to flee the country to escape his sentence.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Ali!
Muhammad Ali rose to preeminence, first as a gold medalist in 1960, and then as world heavyweight champion in 1964, in the context of a mass social movement asserting the human and cultural dignity and the economic and political rights of black Americans. Inspired by this movement and having learned from the unhappy experiences of his predecessors, Ali, like many young people at the time, was politically outspoken.
You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
Like many in his generation, Ali refused to enter the armed services when drafted to fight in the Vietnam War. Unlike many in his generation, Ali was sentenced to prison, fined, stripped of his passport and boxing title, and banned from the sport. Understanding this historical context can help us see why many at the time, and still today, felt inspired by Ali's angry taunts of Terrell in their 1967 fight, seeing in it a defiant refusal to accept centuries of racial domination.
I hear you want to stand toe-to-toe, and with me trade blow for blow. But if you hip, you'll take a dip, because I'm out to bust your lip.